Hi kids, welcome to Culinary Kids for Kids, and today's recipe is going to be a cheesy veggie fritter. So they're going to be very delicious. I'm going to tell you what's going to be in your kit for this recipe. So you're going to have a green zucchini right here. You're going to have a bell pepper. You're going to have 2 eggs, 1 small can of corn. You're going to have some salt and pepper that you're going to get out of your pantry, some cheddar cheese, and some all-purpose flour. So that's going to bind everything together. So what we're going to do first is you're going to want to get a skillet ready with some oil, get that nice and hot, put it on medium, and then we're going to start by working on our zucchini. So you're going to want to get a shredder if you have one, or if you don't have one, you're going to want to chop the zucchini very, very tiny, but if you have one of these, it's probably better. So what we're going to do is we're going to shred the zucchini. And I'm going to use this big part, but you could use any side you want. I'm going to cut off the end. And very carefully, I'm going to start shredding. So if you have one of these, just be careful whenever you get down closer to the grit, you know, right here. Just be careful with your fingers because you don't want to accidentally cut yourself, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shred the whole zucchini. So use your muscles, right? And I'm shredding mine on a napkin because what we're going to do is after we shred the zucchini, we're going to press all the water out of it so our batter doesn't stay watery, okay? So I have this much left, guys. I'm going to stop right there. You don't have to get all the way to the stem. This is fine. So I'm going to take all my little shaved zucchini off of my grater. And now we're going to go ahead and kind of press with our napkin down on the zucchini, and as you can see there's water already starting to come out, and that's what we want. We kind of want to like try to get as much of the water out as we can, that way our batter doesn't stay too wet, okay? So we're just pressing down on the zucchini, trying to get as much of that liquid out as possible, and don't worry, it won't get stuck to the paper, it'll come right off. Okay, so just dabbing it, trying to get all that water out. And once you feel like you've got all the water out, we can put it in a bowl. So as you can see, it just kind of falls off into the bowl from our paper. Okay, so now that we have our zucchini, we're going to work on our bell pepper. So what I like to do is I like to just cut the top off carefully, and from here I just pull out the seeds just like that, and we're gonna give the pepper a dice. So what you're gonna want to do is flip it over into the flat side of the pepper, cut down so that you have 2 halves. I like to cut the inside. I feel like it cuts easier with my knife, so I just go down and make strips with my pepper. So you're going to want to make little strips, okay, just like that. And then you're going to turn the strips over and cut down and make little squares, right? So we're going to dice the pepper. We're going to want little cubes. So just do that. You should have little pieces of pepper. And it does say small dices, so I'm just going to run through my knife through them again, make those pieces even smaller. And it just says that because we got some shredded zucchini in there, right? So we don't want big old pieces of pepper with smaller pieces of zucchini. We want everything kind of similar in size, so that's why I'm running my knife through the veggie one more time, just to get everything a little smaller. Okay, put that into the bowl with the zucchini. Let me work on the other side. Remember, like I said, just making strips from your pepper. And then from those strips, I'm going to turn them over and make a dice. And then from here, just go over the veggie once again with your knife. Get smaller pieces. And that's okay if some stuff flies, just bring it back to the middle. Okay. All right, so that's what we want. We kind of want these smaller diced pieces of our pepper. There we go. Throw that in the bowl. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw our drained can of corn, some salt and pepper, our cheddar cheese, 2 eggs, perfect, okay, and our flour. All right. Now we're gonna give everything a good mix because you're gonna wanna break those eggs. You're gonna wanna get the flour coated with the veggies. You're gonna wanna get the salt and pepper everywhere. So go ahead and give your fritters a good mix. Our batter is done. This is how it should look, everybody. It's gonna look wet, but not too wet. You see how it holds its structure when I pick it up with a spoon? So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get a little dollop, and into your hot skillet, you're gonna put the dollop in there. So watch what I do. I'm gonna put the dollop of our dough or our batter into the skillet, and then with my spoon, I'm gonna flatten it so it becomes kind of like a pancake, okay? So a dollop, and then we're flattening it with that back side of the spoon as flat as it can go. Just like that, and we're gonna repeat. Now what you don't wanna do is overcrowd your pan, okay? So just put about 4 at a time. Even though you have a lot of dough, you don't want to put too many because they won't cook right. So you're going to want to just give them space to cook, flatten them like I said, and continue the process. So I'm going to do this, and in about maybe 3-4 minutes, we're going to flip them onto the other side, okay? We're going to flip the fritters, guys. Check this out. So very carefully put your spatula under and gently flip them over. You're gonna have a very, very golden brown side right here with that cheese and that egg. So what I like to do is just press the other side down just like we did with the spoon on the first side. That way we get a really even cook and a good crunch. And yeah, we'll just wait till they're ready and we're done. It's been about 2 minutes, they're done. So I'm gonna flip them onto the other side so you could see how nice and golden brown that they got. Ooh, carefully, sorry about that. They're beautiful though, guys. If you could see them, you could see that they got a nice crunch on them. You could see the veggies in there. We got our yellow bell pepper, our shredded zucchini. We also have cheddar cheese in here. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna cut it in half. And you wanna be careful because obviously they just came out. They're very hot, right? But y'all could see the melted cheese in here. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. But I hope you enjoy these, guys. Let us know what you think. You can have them with ranch, with sour cream, anything you want. Enjoy.